It's me, Timmy Flyers Guy, and welcome to Flyers Pregame Report / Flyers Minor League Report. I'm your host, Timmy Flyers Guy. And we got a lot going on in the Flyers organization tonight. Once again, tonight, the Philadelphia Flyers will take on the Dallas Stars, live from American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. The Philadelphia Flyers just came off of one of the biggest victories of all time. Luck was definitely on their side last night. The Philadelphia Flyers gave up their first goal. It was 1-0 Carolina. In the second period, it was still 1-0. And then eventually, in the third period, the Flyers broke free. And Joel Farabee got the Flyers on the board, making the score 1-1. And then after that, the Philadelphia Flyers got another goal by Zach McEwen, making it 2-1. Carter Hart was outstanding last night, making 39 saves, and he was the player of the game that night. Carter Hart worked his ass off, and he did a wonderful job last night. It was I wouldn't consider it a decisive victory, but the Flyers did have luck on their side last night. But either way, in the record books, Carolina has their second loss, and the team that gave them their second loss was the Philadelphia Flyers. So, this was a great game. Philadelphia played well, and they beat the Carolina Hurricanes 2-1. This is probably one of the biggest victories for the Flyers, although it didn't look like a beautiful victory. It looked like it was a very ugly victory, but it was still a victory, and it still counts in the record books. Also, on the AHL side, the Lehigh Valley Phantoms return home after losing to the Providence Bruins 6-3. Despite getting beat by the Providence Bruins, the Lehigh Valley Phantoms showed that they weren't going to back down, and they weren't going to be pushed around anymore. I have to say, I respect the Phantoms' will to fight back. They were getting pushed around all season, and this game really woke the Phantoms up. They weren't backing down, and they weren't going to get pushed around. So I'm happy for that. I'm not happy about the loss, but I'm happy the Phantoms showed some guts last night. Tonight, the Lehigh Valley Phantoms will return home to take on the Springfield Thunderbirds. The Lehigh Valley Phantoms will look to get their fourth win as they return home to PPL Center to take on the Springfield Thunderbirds. The Lehigh Valley Phantoms, coming off that game, showed a lot of toughness against the Providence Bruins. Let's hope that momentum they had continues on tonight as they take on the Springfield Thunderbirds. Meanwhile, on the ECHL side of things, the Reading Royals will take on the Norfolk Admirals for the third time at home at Santander Arena in Reading, Pennsylvania. When we last left the Reading Royals in their first meeting on Wednesday lost to Norfolk Admirals in overtime. They got a point. Then they played Norfolk again last night and beat the Norfolk Admirals 5-2. It was a great 2 games for the Reading Royals. They got 3 points out of that, out of part 2 of this 3-game series. Can the Reading Royals, can the Philadelphia Flyers beat the Dallas Stars tonight in Dallas? We'll find out as the Philadelphia Flyers take on the Dallas Stars. Can the Lehigh Valley fans get their first win tonight? Well, we'll find out as the Lehigh Valley fans take on the Springfield Thunderbirds. And can the Reading Royals get 5 points in this next game? Well, we'll find out as the Reading Royals take on the Norfolk Admirals for the third time at Santander Arena. Let's go Flyers, let's go Phantoms, and let's go Royals. I'm Timmy Flyershy, and this has been Flyers Pregame Report / Flyers Minor League Report. Thank you for joining me.